Hi, this instructional video is about solving inequalities, particularly involving multiplication and division. Now, I would like you to introduce this in a slightly different way. So here's what we would usually do on number one. For example, on number one, the way we did was 2x is greater than or equal to 5. How do you solve and graph this inequality? What we would have done was, it says here 2 times x. So I would do the inverse of times, and I would say divide that coefficient to both sides of the equation, or inequality in this case. So what happens is the 2 coefficient simplifies the 2 denominator on the left side of the inequality, leaving you with just 1x, or simply x. And that is going to be greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to. And this does not simplify, so we're going to have a fraction as part of our answer. And that would have been a good answer. That's what we would have done. And I like to leave this here on the side as a reference, and I propose this way. 2x is greater than or equal to 5. The way I propose is, you see that 2 right there on the left side of the inequality, the coefficient 2? I propose that instead of dividing the 2, you multiply the reciprocal of that 2. What that means is, the 2 is same thing as saying 2 over 1. The invisible factor 1 as a denominator. Now, what's the reciprocal of 2 over 1? The reciprocal of 2 over 1 is, in fact, 1 over 2. And here's what I do in this case. Multiply to both sides of the inequality by the reciprocal of 2 over 1, which is 1 over 2. And whatever you do to left side of the inequality, you must do it to the other. So as a result, 1 over 2, remember when you multiply two numbers that are reciprocal to each other, they become 1. See, if I put it side by side over here, you can see why. In elementary school, teachers would call this the cross-canceling method. Okay? So this would simplify the denominator 2, leaving you with just 1x, which is greater to, well, 5 times 1/2 is like saying 5 over 1 times 1 over 2, which is 5 over 2. Yes, you get the same answer, but there's a reason why I encourage this right now. And I hope you just have faith in me and just follow along. Now, it says to graph the solution, and don't fret. It's a quotient, no problem. What it says is, choose a number to satisfy this inequality that are greater than or equal to 5 over 2. So what number are we talking about? 5 over 2. And it's greater than or equal to implies closed circle. It includes this number in greater than. So it's to the right. And that completes my solution for this direction. Now, using this reciprocal method, try numbers 2 and 3 on your own. Come on. All right. So you said in order to solve this, you would divide the 3 in the past, right? But to try to get to the new way of doing this, what I encourage is to take that coefficient 3 and multiply its reciprocal, which is 1 over 3, to both sides of the inequality. As a result, 3 over 1 times 1 over 3, well, they become 1, or they cross-cancel. So that leaves you with just x on the right side is less than. X is less than. The 3 reduces the 18 6 times. So that's a 6. So the numeric answer is x is less than 6. If you insist, you could write this as x is less, oops, same thing. X is less than 6. Either way, it's the same thing. But you should be able to read it both ways, okay? And now the number line, what number are we talking about? 6. Now, the number we choose, is it going to be less than or equal to? Not equal to. So it does not include that 6. So it's an open circle. And less than means to indicate all the numbers to the left of that 6 on the number line. And finally, number 3. Did you say, I'm going to multiply the reciprocal of that coefficient 4, which is 1 over 4. And what you do to the left side, you must do to the right side. Here, the 4 and the 4 simplifies to become 1x, or simply x, and this time x is greater than what's on the right side, and 19 times 1 over 4 is 19 over 4. Weird number, you might think, but no big deal. What number should we choose to satisfy this inequality? Well, it better be greater than 19 over 4, not including, but just greater than 19 over 4. So it's an open circle, and greater than means any number to the right side of that number. There it is. Now, I hope you check out the next instructional video. That will make sense why I said use the reciprocal to simplify the x.